Monsoon making a surprise comeback tonight. Look at that wall of dust that roll over the East Valley. This huge cloud of dust spotted by Skyfox over Queen Creek and Apache Junction. This is time-lapse video showing just how enormous that wall of dust was.
Yeah, certainly dramatic. And that dust storm also moved into Gilbert and Chandler. Here's a look from ADOT earlier tonight as it moved in. This right here was at the Loop 202 in Gilbert. Very difficult to see, visibility extremely low, and certainly those drivers on the roads experienced it firsthand.
Shortly after the dust started to clear out, the rain came, and this is what it looked like moments after near Arizona Avenue and Loop 202 in Chandler. It was coming down. They got some heavy rain in spots. The storm also knocked out power for thousands of people. And it caused dangerous driving conditions for anyone who was out on the roadways. Tonight we have live team coverage. Corey's tracking the latest, but we're going to begin with Marissa Sarbak live in the East Valley. Marissa, you talked to a driver trapped in that dust?
Yeah, John, Ellen, we did. And I'll tell you, it was certainly a scary situation for her. She kind of detailed that for us. And it was even difficult for us. We were on the 202. As you said earlier, the Chandler area got hit pretty hard. We checked out Chandler, Ahwatukee, just from the ground in our news vehicle. And it's certainly something that was, something you really need to pay attention to and be careful if you are going to be stuck in that. I want to take you first to that footage from Skyfox because, as we mentioned before, just an absolute wall of dust. You can see it's really massive, very defined cloud there moving throughout the south and southeast areas of that valley. Apache Junction School District actually had to delay a football game over the lightning and thunder that was hitting the area. They asked people to stay inside their cars until the storm passed. Now, we did speak with that Santan Valley resident who was stuck in the storm. She told us it was the Ironwood and Ocotillo Road area. She actually said she was almost in an accident and it was extremely difficult to see and maneuver a car through this.
All I could think of is I just want to get home. The visibility, you could not really see a car ahead of you. And it was so scary because that was the thickest I've seen dust like that. And I've lived in Arizona my whole life and I'm in my mid-50s. When I got home, I had turned my air conditioning off. I was getting out of the car and I picked up my phone and my phone had dust on it. I had dust. It was just really bad.
And this is what it looked like in that Santan area where she was driving. She said she wanted to tell people about her experience because she actually wishes she pulled over and did not drive through this because she knows how unsafe it was and what could have been. Now, I also want to take you to some of this footage here. This is South Phoenix, where we drove in the Loop 202 area, Ahwatukee, Chandler. We did get hit with some heavy rain in spots. We did see some lightning, but I will say dust was the main focus. You could tell as we were getting into our car to head out and check this out, as we were driving around the area in the Loop 202. It was definitely some scattered visibility there and definitely something you wanted to pay attention to if you were going to be out on the roads. I know Corey McCloskey is in studio and he is checking things out for us. And Corey, it was quite a storm.
Wow, great work out there, Marissa, for sure. I'm glad to see your hair's hardly moving, so we can tell things have quieted down a bit. And here's what the radar situation looks like, or as well as our accumulated precip and the advisories that we've got going too. The National Weather Service still has the area south of the valley and then west toward the Colorado River under this blowing dust advisory until 10 o'clock. Most of the action, though, is now out there along the river where we do have a severe thunderstorm warning out for the Blythe area and that area just west of Quartzsite. More on that in a moment. But here's a look at how that storm acted as it passed on through the valley, or southeast part of the valley anyway. The weather was rough. More than an inch of rain fell in that long line of showers and thunderstorms that pushed its way south of the lakes, then through the east parts of Apache Junction, Gold Canyon area, and then on down through Queen Creek toward Sackatone. So it's been a busy night for sure. As I said, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning out along the Colorado. So if that is your neck of the woods, you see how everything is quieted down here in the valley. However, once you get out along the Colorado, there's that warning. It's out until 9 o'clock. You folks in Blythe especially really need to keep an eye out. This storm is a strong one. You can see it pushing its way right on toward the river. It's in Blythe now, or just on the east side anyway, and will be crashing its way along the 10 for the next little while.